Have you ever considered doing any type of security for your home or your RV? Well, then you're in luck because Reolink just sent me a package to review for you guys. Now let's go ahead and open it up. So we have two boxes. So this is most likely going to be the camera. So let's go ahead and check it out. Actually, no, I was wrong. This is actually the solar panel. So here it is. We have what's called a Reolink Argus 3 Pro. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box so you guys can see what's in here. Be prepared, be Reolink. I like that. So here's what's in the box. You have, looks like a holder for the camera. Has like some rubber on the inside. And it comes with a strap. Has a USB. And here is the camera. Everything's packaged really nicely. This actually has a nice weight to it too. That's a good thing. And this looks to be another mount too. And some hardware. And it looks like that may be it. Now the first thing that I grabbed out, this is like a package. Let's open this up. Here we go. Quick start guide. So quick start guide. You have a sticker for 24-hour video surveillance to scare off those would-be criminals. Perfect. So this is good stuff. So let's go ahead and open up your solar panel. So let's just break the seal here. Alrighty. And here is the solar panel. Check this out. I like the way this looks too. It's all black. Nice. This is actually metal too. You hear that? Nice black metal. This will look good on my RV too. We're gonna actually be mounting this to an RV. So if it can mount to this, it can mount anywhere. And they give you a super long cord. It's black too, so should blend in nicely. And this is really thin too. Really thin. And there's some plastic around it too, so we'll have to take this off. But let's go ahead and check out what all this actually means. Now here are some statistics for you to think about. Property crimes make up 83% of all crime in the US alone. In 2020, a property crime occurred every 4.9 seconds in the US. And there were nearly 6.5 million property crimes reported just in 2020. So when you think about Amazon and a lot of people getting orders shipped to their house, having some type of home security does make sense, because if someone does see a camera, it does deter them from wanting to come onto the property because they know the property is under surveillance. That's where Reolink comes into play. So this is a pretty compact camera. I'm going to show you guys some stuff online, but the camera is pretty small, and I can't wait to show you guys how easy it is to install this. So it does have some lights up here. You can see the camera. It is a high definition camera as well. Now on the bottom of the camera, it does have a switch and a micro SD slot. On the back, it does have a spot for a USB with the rubber cover. And then this is where you would mount this camera onto your roof, tree, wherever you want. So let's go ahead and go online just to look at some of the features that this bad boy has. I am on Reolink's website, and before I get started, I wanted to let you know I was able to get a 5% discount on the camera for you guys. So be sure to go to the website that's in my description below, and I put the code in there for you as well if you would like to buy a camera. You can mount this pretty much anywhere. You can do it indoor, you can do it on your shed, you can do it in your driveway. In my case, I am hooking it up on my RV, which it works perfectly. Now here are some of the advantages that this has and features. Now this will detect people and vehicles, as you can see right here. And color night vision is a really good function that it has. I've actually been able to use this at night. And it does have a high definition camera, so it's 2 times clearer than 1080 pixels. Dual band Wi-Fi, so I have a MiFi connection at my RV, so you can run this on 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. It does have a rechargeable battery, so if you don't want to use the solar panel, you can bring it inside and charge it if you like sometimes. It is solar powered if you don't want to do that. And the overall construction of this is pretty good, so it does have an IP65 weatherproof. Two-way audio, so if you don't want to open the door, you can talk to someone from inside the house on the camera, so it has two-way. Smart alerts, so if it does detect a person, car, or any type of movement, it will send it to you. And as far as remote access anytime, this is something you can use on your phone, so you can pretty much manage the camera and the settings for it. And lastly, flexible and secure storage, so you can insert a micro SD card for storage up to 128 gigabytes. Alright, so really quickly I wanted to show you some of the ways you can mount this. So obviously this one's for inside, so all you do is you just slip it in here. It has 2 little rubber pieces on each side which help it to mount really nicely on here, and you can just set this anywhere you like. So if you want to put this on a counter, you want to put it on your top of your fireplace, this would just sit perfectly up there and it could get a nice panoramic view of wherever you have it at. Now this next mounting hardware, this is probably going to be the one that everyone uses. You can use this with the strap. So I saw online where someone strapped it around a tree and was able to get a nice position with this. You can also bolt this in to the side of a house, or like in my case here, an RV. And all it does is it just twists off of here. You can see that it just twists off, and you can see the 2 holes where you can actually bolt it in somewhere. And if you want to use the strap, you can just run it through here and wrap it around a tree or something like that. I was strongly consider using the strap because that way you don't have to drill any holes on the side of my rig or the side of your house. But unfortunately, I don't really see where I could make this work. But all you do is just slide it in like so, and then you would just come around wherever you're going to strap it to, put it through right here like that, and then pull it over this way, and then just tighten it. And that's pretty much all you'd have to do. And it's really secure too, so even when I pull on it, it's not going anywhere. So you can just tighten it up like that, and that's pretty much it. So unfortunately I can't use this way, but what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and go outside. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to mount this at, and then I will come back here. But before I do that, let me show you the solar panel. I do like the appearance of this solar panel. It's all in black, and all you'd have to do for the mounting hardware is just twist it in the rear of it. And I don't know if I'm going to mount this today per se, because this might need a little bit more time for me to figure out how I want this to be, because I have 2 awnings on the outside of my RV and they may actually come into contact with this, so I may have to run these wires in such a way where they don't mess with anything on my RV. But if you don't want to drill holes for this, you could just use adhesive to put on this side, and then it should be able to hold this up, because this is not that heavy. Now I wouldn't do it for long term, but you can just kind of get a feel for how much solar you're getting for this. And keep in mind, if you don't want to use the solar panel, you still can charge it up, because they do provide a USB for this too. So I'm going to actually charge this really quickly, and then I'm going to show you guys how you can set this up. It's really easy to do, and it does have an app available for it too to help make it a little bit more efficient for your usage. Now as you guys can see, I do have the Reolink actually charging right now. So before you install it on the outside, you could go ahead and get it charged up. That way you don't have to necessarily use the solar panel the same day. Now if you don't want to have 2 things mounted on the side of your house or RV, you could pull this down every so often and just charge it, but that's probably not going to be the most effective way to use this. So I would just recommend going ahead and finding a good position for the solar panel. And regards to turning this on, all you have to do is flip this little tab up on the back right there. Hopefully you guys can see. You can turn it on. And wait for the chime. And that's pretty much it. Now, as far as setting up this device, you will have to download the app, and then you're going to have to scan the barcode for it too. And once you do that, you just have to configure your Wi-Fi, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It walks you through how to do it. So please make sure the camera is powered and turned on. And it will make a chime, things like that too. Unfortunately, you won't be able to hear it here, but you did hear it just a little bit earlier. So in order to connect to the Wi-Fi, you are going to have to scan the barcode on your phone that pops up, and you can see it right here in the video how to do that. Your phone will show something like this for you to scan with your Reolink camera. Once you scan the barcode, you are going to have to create a device password, so just be sure to do that step here. At this point, you're going to have to name the device, and I'm just going to name it something I always name all of our stuff for our RVs, Brown Speed Traveling, Reolink. And then you have to select whether you're going to do indoor or outdoor. So these are not 24-hour cameras, so you have to be careful to avoid these 5 areas. And if you've done everything correctly, you'll see this screen, and then everything will be pretty much finished. So at this point, I have the camera working, and it's a little laggy, so you really want to make sure you're close enough to your router, that way it doesn't lag as bad as mine was. So once I mounted this, it was a little bit close to the Wi-Fi, so it was able to really pick up and have a clear and consistent picture versus what you're seeing right here basically. So once you find a good area to mount this, best place obviously is going to be above the doorway for me. So I'm going to have to make some markings here so I can figure out where the best place to put this. I think this is a perfect spot right above my door, and I saw that it had a good area view, so you want to check the camera before you mount it to make sure you have a good view. Really quickly, I almost forgot to mention this, but I did have to go back up and put this putty tape on. I completely forgot that if you ever mount anything on the outside of an RV, you have to put this in there. So be sure to add your putty tape if you screw any holes for the camera. So there you have it. It's pretty much installed. Looks great. I did not mount the solar panel quite yet because I need some time to figure out how I want to mount that. I'm going to have to mount that around this awning, and I may have to drill a small hole to run the wires through it and up and over just to make it look a little bit cleaner. But for now, it's sitting up there on my roof and it's getting the sun, so it's charging the battery. But in the description, I'm going to put a link to this, and they have it online, I think on sale right now, so be sure to check it out. Check the link in the description. And like I said, be sure to let me know if you do purchase it too. I would like to hear your thoughts on it. This is a great camera. I'm sure you can get multiple one of these and set them up for your convenience, for your security, for your home or your RV like this. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, let's just see how bright that light is. Whoa, that is super bright. Sheesh. Thanks again for watching.